Man, I tell you, there's nothing like jumping back into the Just Create SMP. With all of the projects that I have done on this server so far, it really is starting to feel alive. Like, the whole area is really starting to come together. However, there is still a lot more that needs to be done to make this area feel a lot more developed. And don't get me wrong, all of this train area I still haven't touched up. We need to get roads in and things like that, get some more paths placed in, get some walk areas so we can get up into the buildings. But I mean, it's still next to a train track, and I have not really seen a lot of beautiful landscaping done around train tracks. I would really love this to get more gritty and have a more industrial feel. Honestly, getting rid of the grass might be a good idea. And I do have a dirt factory that could help with that. But you know what? Before I get into that, I do want to go check out some of the shops, because I know Beardstone said last episode he ended up getting a shop up and running. And also, I think the new weekly newsletter should be out, and we should be able to go purchase that as well. Now, some other things that need to get done today besides some landscaping as well, I need to get a train built that can send blaze rods from my blaze farm over into Stam's redstone farm. Yes, there's a lot going on. And that also means a new train. Now, walking into the actual shopping area, it's just fantastic. There's all kinds of stuff going on now. It looks like we have access to now trees, so we can buy trees. I mean, there's all kinds of goodies building up here. I mean, look at Throlesh's area. Arboristas. Did I say that right? Quality teas, quality leaves, quality trees. Ooh, wait, we got trees selling now? Oh, so the leaves are now for sale. Okay. And we can buy all the different leaves for decoration. That is great. I'm really going to need some more of these dead ones. That's fantastic. And is it upstairs where we have the other logs? Ooh, the logs are for sale. Look at that, 128 for a diamond, not bad. I'm definitely gonna be back for the pale oak leaves for sure. I really like the pale oak leaves. You know what, I really wish the roots were for sale here. You know what, I might have to ask him, is there any way that we could get roots automated from the mangrove? Yeah, I don't even see mangrove logs here. Don't get me wrong, mangrove trees are not the easiest thing to automate, as you do have to bone meal the propagules, which mean you need a bone meal farm. It's quite the project. Now up the road here, things have really started to develop. Beardstone has built a couple more shops right up next to mine, which are beautiful here. And I've got to say, the copper shop, oh, this is fantastic. Like, I know he was like, oh, you automated copper, but I didn't automate this process, which I absolutely hate. I hate doing the whole, like, waiting for it to be washed thing. Like, this, oh yeah, I'll definitely be buying these. Like, I would have bought these whenever I was working on the last build, but yeah, this wasn't up yet. Oh, I'll definitely be using this because I'd prefer to have these waxed versions set up like this, already waxed, so I can build with them like that. That's great. And it looks like there is a washing station up here too that we could use with our others. I mean, he should have charged access to this. I would have paid for it. And then we have Mr. Redstone Stones. That's red. I love that. And then I wonder what this shop is going to be. It is very, very green. Wonder if he's got a plan for that one. But let's see. Redstone sold here. How expensive is it? 64 for a diamond. I know we're producing redstone, but still very, very interesting. I mean, the cool part about shops like this is if I'm in a position and I am somewhere close to the shops, I'll just come over here and buy it instead of traveling all the way back to my base. So even though this is set up and we do have redstone production, it doesn't mean that I won't be popping in here using this. Now let's head on over here and I want to check out the Daily Mail. This is why I brought the money, because I want to check it out. Do we get it from here? Okay, there it is. Is it 1 diamond? I think it's 1 diamond. Put that in. And here we go. Okay, so this is fantastic. It's been done by Eggs. By the way, if you want to contribute to future newsletters, right? Definitely be sure to scan that QR code if you can. If you can actively scan that. Of course, you can always pause and scan. But there it is. If you want to participate in this and you want to help out, there you go. But let's take a look at today's newsletter. Oh my goodness. Dead bodies appearing all over the Just Create SMP? Who is it? Oh man, we got dead bodies showing up? Wait, Chosen's Delights. How well are the animals being treated? What do you mean? Recently, there's been reports of milk Wait, milk used to make Chosen's Delights chocolates that are coming from unethically sourced farm. No, 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 no. My farm is by far the most ethical. We want to go investigate. We found something frightening. The cows were strapped down to the chairs with absolutely no wiggle room. Oh man, says what is that? The NMCM? Oh my gosh. A reporter from the Cog and Quill. They were spinning around constantly, and some of them couldn't even reach the one block of food they had. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. When questioning the cows, one of them said moo, translates into, I haven't eaten in a few weeks. I feel dizzy. No, all right. Unfortunately, Chosen couldn't be reached out for a statement. Protesters are starting to riot. However, they have been unsuccessful for some known reasons. What? Chosen decided to include a goat in this torture. It's not torture. Wait a minute. Yes, you read that right. A goat. Oh man, good thing they don't know about Phil. Some of your chocolates might contain goat milk, according to the the Just Create server milk police. Who is that? The goat milk that is being processed is not treated for bacteria. I mean, technically, it is being pasteurized. We have it in a lava cart. It's being heated from the lava, causing citizens to get food poisoning. So until Chosen allows for free-range cows with clean milk, we recommend staying away from Chosen's Delights to stay safe. What is this? What has Eggs been doing? Mysterious person has loads of secrets. One of them based deep under an ice ocean. Oh no. He has been up to some weird stuff, some shenanigans. I don't know what Eggs has been doing. It's gonna be kind of interesting. We stop time or a giant walking robot? Wow. There is a lot to unpack here. But yes, stories in the next issue. I don't know if you can scan it from here as well, but definitely be sure to check that out. That is hilarious. Fun fact of the day. A horse normally has more than 1 horsepower. Yeah, especially Clydesdales. Those things are beasts. But I don't know what they're talking about with those cows. I take those accusations seriously. My cow farm is 100% ethically sourced by one of the best methods of farming cows. And did you know cows really like to be milked? And also, did you know all cows are female? I mean, yeah. I mean, like, what? My milk is great. I don't know what they're talking about. This is by far, I mean, they even only get poked as needed. You know, only get poked as needed. Look at that. I mean, it's great. Perfect. And you know what? The more I think about the protesters, the more I realize, if they were protesting on the train track, yeah, that might account for the other bodies that might be being found. Because my cow conductor doesn't stop for anyone. Man, now that that is all out of the way, let's kind of fix a few things that you guys have recommended in the comments. For example, adding a filter to the inlet here. So sending items back, we want to make sure that we only send items that can be stored inside of these vaults, just to prevent us from accidentally voiding precious things. You know, that could happen. So a simple little list filter will prevent items only allowing these particular items out. So for example, if I throw some diamonds in here, we'll notice that those diamonds will not leave. But if I put the andesite and all of these items back in, those items will end up getting back into the filter. And also, I did put an item vault here, which looks really, really weird. And instead, I realized, why don't I just put tunnels here? Tunnels are designed exactly for this. And yeah, we'll just allow the items to fully pass through while leaving it covered, filling the gap nicely. Now, another glaring issue, which I found absolutely hilarious. You guys were mentioning this as if I wasn't going to add some way to shut everything off. I mean, it is a way to shut everything off. Like, I still need to set up a way to turn this off. And of course I know what a clutch is. Are you guys, what? Really? I definitely know how clutches work. Now, I'm not going to probably shut off belt lines and stuff like that because I don't really think that's necessary. Those systems will actually shut down when our cobblestone generators are no longer performing. Them spinning, though, that's not really going to cause any problems. But yes, shutting this down, probably a good idea. But I don't think power is going to be things that we have to really worry about anymore. I'm going to show you guys here in a moment. We're going to go visit Beardy's new area. Yeah, it's honestly, it's kind of absurd. Now, on all of these redstone links, we're going to go ahead and place these like so, and then I do have to get them labeled. Now, something cool I do want to show you that you may not know about these systems here is you can go ahead and define, and then we can right-click to copy the settings, and we should be able to paste. Let's see, I have to right-click to copy, and then left-click to paste. And we can just paste our settings into all of these. So if this is something you didn't know, now you do. You know, because I didn't actually know about this until I looked it up, and I was like, can you copy these settings? It would make it so much easier. Yeah, I just found this out today. Also, with an empty hand, you can put these in the receive mode by shift right clicking. Also, though, you could just use your wrench. And I mean, this is going to make this pretty simple in the future, I think. There we go. So now all I need is a lever, which we can grab from our storage system. And that right there will shut all of the cobble gens down for us. And I mean, setting up some sort of system that allows it to automatically shut off would be a good idea, but here's the thing. This is only loaded when I'm here anyways, so I don't even think that's necessary. Now with the shut off switch, let's talk about this setup. Now we could use this to create a press system. And we could split this up and make it quite efficient where we're pressing 8 different items, like all in one go. And we can create a system where I drop the items into a barrel and they all run through here and get pressed really quickly. How am I going to do that exactly? Well, what I want to do is I want to utilize the splitting function of the brass tunnel. And this is pretty neat because you can actually input things into the brass tunnel via chutes, right? You don't even need to put the items directly onto the belt. So with that in mind, what I can do is I can start placing in all of these brass tunnels. Well, mind you, they are kind of expensive, but I can place them all like this. And then we can use something like a chute on the top. And so if I put a barrel up here, for example, we can have all of those items instantly split perfectly. Now, notice though, these 3 items in the front right here, we're going to want to make sure that we filter those out. So we can do that a couple different ways. We can just put a random item that we know we're not going to be pressing into this section. Now that will get completely skipped. And now the only place that items will get split is going to be on these belts. And we just need to get a press on here. Now I can make super efficient use of this space. I think by setting it up like so, where I have a gearbox over here that's going to spin this belt forward, over here going to spin it forward. And so we'll have an input barrel and then we'll receive our product right here in the center. Like this is a very compact press system right here. So I just got to clear this out by dropping the sap slapper down here. Nice. And then just put some regular funnels. So the items should get pressed and they should make their way through here. I just got to grab some copper maybe. So I could also, by the way, use like a chest on this. I think that would also be pretty nice, but we'll throw this onto here. Now all of those are spinning and let's just make sure that this whole setup functions correctly. Oh boy. Yes. Yes, it does, in fact, work really quickly. Now to clean this up, I went ahead and swapped out the system I had before with some chain drives and added a chest up top. That's starting to look really good. So we have this place down here and then an output down here. I mean, this is easily within reach. So good. Now with that little project done, let's take a look at what has been happening with the power. Now, we have a lot of power that is now built up, but notice these are all off. Like Beardy Power Co. is shut off, but it's not really shut off. Beardy apparently created this, but moved it. I mean, there is 7 million SU available right now. But like how? Where? Like, did he move this all the way to his base? What? And I tell you, making my way over here, just kind of looking at some things and not really seeing a power station, I encountered things that I can't unsee anymore. Things that Foxy is doing that I don't want to show you because it's too obscene. It's just not suitable for my viewers. I just can't show you what was happening there. I mean, just look at that. And then there's also, I'm assuming this is Throwlash's massive tree farm. I don't even know what's happening anymore. I just can't show you that. You'll just have to check out Foxy's video when it comes out because I'm sure it's going to be really interesting. But I mean, seriously, how is my cow farm unethical and that's ethical? Come on now. But yeah, I honestly, I have no idea where the other power station is, but I mean, it's generating power from somewhere. I mean, this is off. And I'm assuming this is going to be disappearing, like you said. Well, I'm sure eventually I will see it, or, I mean, you'll see it in Beardstone's video, I would assume. But, I mean, we have 7 million SU to play with. I mean, that's way more than we had before. And I don't think stress is going to be a problem any of us are going to have. I'm okay with that, considering I'm a father of 3. I mean, I have enough stress to deal with. So now on to more projects. That's right. I have a landscaping project, right? That's the thing I was going to do today. Oh yeah, right. That and a train. I'm thinking what we could probably do is fill a couple of shulkers with, for example, packed mud, and we got our other mud over here, probably some dirt so I can make some mixed dirt here. And we also have our rooted dirt, which I mean, I got about 7,000 of. That's a lot. After getting all of my supplies ready, I mean, I think it's time. It's time for us to, well, attack this problem. And first things first, I've got to clear out all of this grass. And then we're going to start laying out some of this coarse dirt mixed in with some mud, mixed in with some rooted dirt. I think it's going to look really good. You know what? I might as well just roll the time lapse. Now, after getting all of the roads set in, I mean, this place is starting to look pretty darn good. And I just got to get some stairs so I can make my way up into here. Maybe add some stairs over here too. I mean, but now we have a, I think, more fitting area. Having all of the rooted dirt just kind of looking more dead, considering this is an industrial area, is much more fitting. So now after cleaning up from all of this building, it's now time to build some more, because we need to get a train and we need to send our blaze rods over to Stam's farm. And this is where we need to build a new train. And like, I'm actually going to build a different train engine as well. I have an idea. This is going to be pretty interesting, but it's not going to be a big train. Like, I don't want this train to be huge. I just simply want this train to be themed more than anything. Now, this is going to have an engine, and then it is going to have 2 carts. I'm going to use my redstone cart that I designed, well, whenever we first started the SMP, but I am going to use another one that is going to be still the same train car. And I think I'm going to go for the package train car. However, I'm going to break it all down and redesign it, but I do need to get the base engine in place, and then I'm going to redesign it. So perfect. I now have my basic train. Let's go ahead and get this schematic in, and then I'm going to get my train cars set up. And so voila, a train frame ready to go. But oh yeah, now I've got to technically tear this whole thing down. Now for this train, I am going to need to buy a few things off of Beardy here, and I definitely want some of this mixed copper. So, I mean, the idea is to maybe start at like this oxidization level and then work my way up in this build. And I want the train to be kind of copper colored. 2 diamonds for 16. Oof. I mean, I'm going to need it. So I'm going to buy like 8 of those probably. He's going to be so full of diamonds very, very soon. Oh man. And then, do we have any like copper bulbs yet? Ooh, we do. 16. Oh, I mean, these are chiseled copper bulbs. That way I don't have to make those. Ooh, nice. I'll grab a few of those. Anything else that I might actually need? I think that's about it. So yeah, that's a pretty big purchase. Not a lot of material is absolutely needed here. As soon as my, oh, there it goes. Beautiful. Oh, all in one little neat package as well. Now, since this train is going to be handling blaze material, I wanted it to be kind of steampunky and also rather large. Yeah, this is This is going to need to be quite large, I think. But I do want to start down at this like waxed copper base. And is there anything I can make out of these? Ooh, thankfully, I think I can keep it waxed. Yeah. Oh man. And we can even use the grates. But I keep forgetting about this. We can actually use copycat panels as well, and we can use this material in it. This is also going to still be a diesel electric train. I mean, that's the idea that I was going with this whole like era and generation of trains and builds. So yeah, still going to be in that theme, but this is where we get to be a little bit more interesting with it. We get to maybe expand this. Now this is as tall as my last train was, or technically one block taller. And I might need to continue that size here. I mean, the train can go out to this this distance here. So maybe we'll just get a rough like outline of like how tall this train is going to be. And then we can figure out the rest. You know what? I think with this one, I kind of want to extend it a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit of decoration here on the front. But the face of this is going to be rather flat like this. Now, right after the entrance into the actual train, which we're going to have to figure out the way we're going to handle windows here. But I want this to be the same way that we set up the other one, where it is slender in the middle. But I want this one to look like it's kind of got a garage bay. And we just don't have a whole lot of space to work with. And man, I am just in love with the way this looks. So when we turn this block this way, we'll continue it the length of our post box. And I'll just continue this up, and it really does. It really does look like a garage door. So this is going to stretch along, and then down here, it's going to slope and then flatten out. So now with this sort of understood, what I can do is start to design this a little bit more. We know how high we want to go, and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do. So the train is going to be mostly comprised of these exposed copper blocks. And I think up here on the highest part of this, let's see, is that looking pretty good? Yes. I think we'll have like regular copper up on the roof, and this whole thing will be lined and kind of overlapping a little bit. But yeah, I think it's time to get rid of this block, because this is going to extend all the way across. And then this is actually going to drop down. This is going to be right about here, and we're going to have those covers kind of cover this. And you know, with this being like the basic outline of the train, this is gonna be pretty fitting. Let's get some of these copycat stairs, and yes, I'm still going to be using the wax exposed copper. Ooh, that's going to look nice, and that's going to run all the way up here, and then it's also going to run, like I said, through these stairs. And sort of like that. But man, this is a lot of copper. We may come in here and retexture some of this by adding different copper variants, but this is going to give me a nice foundation. Now for some windows out front, I mean, we're going to have this little space off to the side. I think that is going to look kind of interesting. And we can finish that up by opening this on the front, and then keeping the same sort of materials rolling through here, so we can have this, I think, on the other side to make it a little bit different. We'll do that. And there's kind of the front. I mean, trust the process. It's going to work. So things are starting to come together. I've got windows set in place. It looks absolutely goofy as of right now, but I think there's a few things that I could possibly do to make this a little bit better, including these slopes. So I think if I start adding in some thickness here, we can use these layers to literally just build up a few layers onto here. And then I want layers on the front like so. But to be able to get this, we're also going to need the slopes, and these are going to have to be put in place a very specific way. I'm hoping that they can be placed on the walls in different directions. Oh boy, maybe not. Is there another type of slope? Was hoping to be able to put them on the wall. Man, I mean, there are copycat vertical slopes, but it doesn't seem like there's vertical slope layers. Ooh, that really complicates things. I mean, we do have the vertical slices, so I think I will just take advantage of the vertical slices here instead of using slopes. I just don't think that's going to work. To make this match up, we can increase the thickness here. Now, this bottom slope isn't really going to be affected that much, but I can give it some thickness by just literally making it slightly larger with this. I mean, this to me gives a nice sloping effect as well. And then we can just continue using the copycat layers to build that out to be equal to that distance. Now for even more decoration, let's get the roof bits in. So this is going to extend all the way through the back. And let's see, I do want it to kind of have a round shape to it. Let's see, the best way to get probably the round shape is going to be to use these copycat bites, which we can place like this, and then we can do like a full slab there, and then another section of bites. That kind of rounds it off. I mean, it is kind of getting there. I also added some copper bulbs into the front, but I mean, I still got a lot more decorating to do, and also retexturing, which I'm already going to start working on that. I've just got to replace some of these panels. Now I've started to line the whole section with kind of a walkway, just to kind of give it a look like it's a walkway. And then I've used these bites. This is kind of cool to kind of extend the window. And this is definitely giving the feel of the kind of reference drawing that I'm looking at. This is a Cosmodrome engine. That's kind of what I'm going for. I mean, but honestly, some of you may have recognized it right off the bat, but yeah, I mean, the best that I can do with the, stuff given to me. I also want to replace the doors, and thankfully we do have the ability to customize the doors. Let's see, I want to put these in on the outside like that, and I want these to be made out of the waxed encased. Ooh, that's interesting, but there's no window on this though. You know what? I might just go with like the regular copper doors here. They are probably going to have to be trimmed a little bit though. Yeah, I mean, these do look a little bit better than the windows I was going for. Now, after a little bit of trial and error on how I wanted to design the sides, this I think is looking pretty good. So we do have a little bit of a walkway, and I am going to do the whole trick where I place a step underneath here. I think I have a step. Yes, we place a step, but we do have to glue this in a very specific way, and I have to get actually under the train. Maybe not, actually. We can probably place it over here. Yes, if we place a step, then we can actually extend this down, and the ladder does go all the way down to ground level, which is something that I do want and does make a difference. It makes it so much easier to get into the train. But now I've got to start working on the next project, which is the blaze carrier. And I had an idea to put a dead blaze on the back of this. Now, how exactly am I going to do this? Well, we have a little bit of room to work with, and I was thinking what I could probably do is just build myself a standard blaze head, and we'll have the blaze head here on the front, and then on the back here will just be the limbs in like stacked order, almost like they were processed like logs, and sort of stacked on the back here in threes. But now I don't have a lot of room for the blaze head. I mean, this is only a 3x3 area technically, so it's gonna be a really, really compact blaze head. So I think we can mix a few gradients by washing a little bit of my concrete, and then maybe to help with the whole gravity of the situation, we can definitely use the copycat block, which will prevent these items from falling. Now for the head, I mean, usually you end up having like a brown sort of base for the head, and I might split this up and maybe we have multiple heads. I wonder how simplified we can actually make this. So, I mean, we could just symbolize this by doing like a 2x2 maybe? No, I think a 3x3 is going to be the way to go. So we can do a 3x3 like this, and then on the next layer, we can add a 3 tall of yellow concrete, maybe like this. I mean, that seems pretty fair. And on this side, let's go ahead and break these over here. Yeah, let's extend this one out the back too. Okay, yeah, we'll do 2 of them. And then this one, I will use yellow concrete powder. Ooh, I think the yellow concrete powder looks so much better. Okay, and now we've got to figure out the eyes. So, honestly, I grabbed white thinking I was going to be using that for eyes, but their eyes are probably not going to be open. So we could use maybe deep slate or charcoal. Sorry, blackstone. You know what? Blackstone might be the way to go. It does have a purplish tint to it though. You know what? Charcoal blocks is probably going to be the best. And so there will be a dot here, and we can do a little dot here. And then on the other one, we'll do the same, but it'll be on this side. So a dot and a dot. Oh, this is so cursed. And then we'll just add another layer on top of that. And same with this. I think that is, I mean, that's very close. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to lower this one down by 1, or the front one down by 1. And I'll lower it down, and then we'll put slabs on the top. Yeah, I mean, the slabs do make it look a bit better. Wow, now with the idea in my head of this whole thing, I think I want to turn this one like laying down on its side, but I want it facing the other direction. But yeah, we're going to have to use the copycat blocks for this to get this base layer in. Yep, I think that's definitely getting the point across. And then to sort of add the arms in here, let's see, we can do something like this. Add the arms every now and then, kind of divide them up, maybe even throw in some orange, like we can do orange right here. Like just to indicate that these are the arms. Oh goodness. Now honestly, I can't help but laugh at this one because it's just too funny. Now I don't know if I need for this particular train to handle a lot of the resources. I mean, I think we need to have depots on here to like store the packages and show them off. So I'm still going to fill some of this space with the depots here. But I mean, outside of that, I think that's about it. This whole train package system, I'm still sort of learning. Yeah, it's going to take some time. Now, I do need to, I think, pick up my storage here and add one more cart, and that is going to be the redstone cart, because I also kind of want to use this to pick up the redstone and send it wherever we're going to need it in the future. Now, at least with this next train, I mean, there's not a whole lot that's going to need to be modified. We just simply need to build out the redstone cart. All the redstone is going to get put into place, and it's mainly just for looks. I mean, we have our dead blaze, we have ourselves the redstone car. I mean, that's what this whole train is for. Now, I've got to figure this whole train schedule thing out. This is where things are going to get a little bit interesting. I've not done the package handling thing yet. Stam did explain it a little bit, but I mean, it's still got a lot for me to understand. But I think we can go ahead and assemble the train. Too many bogies attached. Uh-oh. Aha. Somehow this middle section ended up getting glued together. I think that would fix it. And voila, we now have a train. And you guys got to come up with a name for this train. I mean, for now, it'll just be Blaze Train. But I would love to hear what you guys have to say. I mean, it'd probably help if I actually named the train, not the station. Now, moment of truth. Is everything connected? Oh boy, I think everything is connected. It doesn't look like we're leaving anything. Is this the first try? Oh man, everything is glued. Now, don't forget, after getting all of these trains assembled, you can find the schematics for each train car over in the Discord, of course. All you gotta do is check out the schematics channel. But now I think it's time for me to head on over to this station. Let's first go to my station and then go from there. Thankfully, Stam already set this one up, which does have the name Stamo Redstone or Blaze on it, which is the address we need to identify and I guess figure this out, because this is different from the system that I am actually using, which I think my system might be a little bit easier to understand. But this one, we've got to link train stations we have to link basically a post box to a train station. I think you right click on it to bind it. I've not done this either. And I get over here and I'm like, what in the world? Somebody set up a straw statue of me I don't know what is going on. That is not creepy at all. But now right here is where all of our blazes reside. And let's go ahead and set up a train station. And so our train station can be connected right here. I think that would be perfectly fine. And let's just make sure it pulls up enough. So we'll place it over here. And then I will set the train station somewhere over here. That's probably fine. So the train station's there. Then we want to link this post box to the train station. Now this is interesting. Okay. And I could probably just put this here so that way we can have another packager with another stock link, a separate one, deliver the package here. Now we do need to link a factory gauge to this stock link. And then this is what's actually going to address this package. And we need to use this factory gauge to check the contents of another inventory. Am I doing this backwards now? No, this should be right, because how else would you get packages? Yeah, we need to take this all the way over to Stam's area and hook up a packager, I think, on his barrel. Now, right over here is where Stam showed me that this is going to check. So this is the actual component that we are going to send the packages to. So our train should automatically handle that. Now I've got to go in here to this scary location, find the container, which is right here. And we need to check if this is full. So this is actually where I want my factory gauge. And that is linked. We want to set the blazes to this. And then inside of here, can I actually open this up? Oh, I can. And I can just copy that address. And that's the address that actually needs to go in here. That should work. So now I'm assuming if I set this to, let's say, 9 stacks, it should pull a request of 9 stacks if this area is loaded and if my area is also loaded, which I don't think it currently is right now. And it should have filled that that train station or my my post box back at my base. It should have filled that with 1 package that has 9 stacks of blaze rods in it. Now, am I going to be able to test and see this? Of course not, because it's not chunk loaded. Which means I probably need to go back and I guess chunk load that section of Stam's base, or I could chunk load my section here. I guess we could just go ahead and keep this loaded and I just got to travel back over there. Honestly, it feels safer loading my area over here because I know nothing is going to overflow, so we should be fine. Right, so I forced it to request again, and then we just gotta go back to the base and see. And man, why did Stam go so far out? I mean, thank goodness I'm able to travel through the nether, but still. And huge success. Oh yes, now we have a request too, because I did clear the one that was there, but this is good. This does mean that it did work, and notice the little flag is up. Oh, this is perfect. Now I gotta figure out the train schedule, because it did set up mine. So you have retrieve package, that is there, and then we have drive to station with it and then wait 5 seconds. Okay, and that should deposit that. I mean, this I think is all it needs, and the package here is retrieve package. I think that's all. Now I am gonna need someone to drive us around, so I have a pig over here I could probably use. So you can get seated here, which I think, oh, that's right, yeah, we have to lead this guy. So this might make getting a blaze in here like I would really want a little bit harder if that was actually the case. But I think all we have to do now is give you the schedule, and then I guess I could follow the train and hope that the train is going to function. I don't have a seat though, which might cause a bit of a problem. But I mean, this is good news. If this is all that it takes, you don't even have to go about setting anything crazy up or anything like that. This might be way simpler than everything I've done thus far. All right, so here's where it stops to do the retrieval of the package. Oh, I am so interested in seeing how this functions. So did it just took the packages. What? And they're sitting on the blaze train. Oh, that's hilarious. They are on the blaze heads. They're back here. They're on the depots. Oh, you can see the car has them. And then this is going to take me all the way to Stam's area. There is kind of a scary part about Stam's area, and that is the tunnel, which I might actually get my head hit going in that. Also, another concerning thing, is my train tall enough? Oh, yeah, that was what I was worried about. Yep. But like, we haven't encountered any train issues. Like, seems like our trains are stopping, which means all of our infrastructure for that is potentially working. Oh boy. Now, oh, it is actually tall enough. That worked out perfect. And then this is by far, I mean, my favorite thing on the server, I think. This roundabout here. Oh, this is gorgeous. Stam did such a beautiful job on that. Oh, are we gonna fit inside of here? Oh, we just barely clip. I mean, that arch right there is a little bit broken. Oh, gotta love the nice custom trees that Stam has. We're gonna have to buy a few of those. Oh, and this is sick. It takes us through his mega base. That is so cool. All right, now all of this is basically temporary. It's coming into the station. This is where I am going to depart. And I just want to make sure that, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot in there, but now all of the blaze rods are unloading. Oh, that is exactly what we need. And it is going to stop whenever it'll stop requesting packages once we have at least 9 stacks in here, which is exactly what we need. Now, this might be another problem with our train schedule because I don't think there is a condition that says, hey, our train station is doing blah, blah, blah. Like, go after this particular condition. So it is kind of just stuck right now. And it is on deliver package. And then we need an alternate condition. And that one is probably just going to be cargo inactivity. No. Probably just wait. Schedule delay. And then, yeah, we'll set a delay of like, I don't know, 10 seconds. That's probably more than enough. And then after that 10-second delay, it should just carry on to the next station, possibly. I might have to define it to go there. Otherwise, it may never move. Yeah, I think that is going to... I mean, I'm going to have it loop between this station and that one as well. Like, otherwise, it's just going to stay here, right? I'm going to find the name of this train station. This is the Redstone import. So back in here, we'll do travel to station... and then just set it to Redstone import. And then I need to add another station, which I haven't defined my station name yet. Oh, well, that means back through the portal I go. So this train station will just be called Blaze Rods. Chosen's Blaze Rod. Yeah, we'll go with that. Now, how do I make this work? So we would have to organize this in a very specific way. Like after this, it needs to go here. And then after this, it needs to travel here, or maybe we just have it do this. Oh man, this is where things get kind of confusing because I don't want the train to just sit there. So I also want it to also shuttle through these others. So maybe it will shuttle through here and continue. And then because it has somewhere else to go, it will go here. And then if it goes here and then it needs to retrieve the package, it'll find a new route to come pick up that package. And then so on and so forth. I mean, yeah, this is kind of a head scratcher. All right, let's give that to this. And now it's going to go to my station. Ooh, is this working? Oh boy. I mean, I'm just going to have to follow it around and find out. But man, I really love that this goes through Stam's area. And you know what? If this doesn't work, maybe I can ask Stam to fix it. But for right now, the train will at least be going back and forth. Oh, well, I mean, this right here kind of poses a problem. Stam has a train in the way. And I mean, its train schedule goes to there. Okay, delivers a package. Huh. And I'm guessing it doesn't have a return address. So it never moves. So it's suffering from the same problem that I am currently suffering from. So I think just to get it moving, hopefully Sam doesn't mind, I am going to add a travel to station and probably set this up for our train station, which I would assume is track station. Yeah. We'll give that a shot. And when we put that in there, hopefully it'll shuttle to it. Aha, and there it goes. Okay, so that might actually be the problem solved. And then as soon as Stam's train's off of here, mine should kick back up again. And there we go. Beautiful. Exactly what I want to see. Okay, my train ended up stopping here, I assume because my other train was on a piece of track that it was blocked from entering. I hope everything works. Otherwise, if the trains do collide, it unfortunately will kill the driver sometimes. Yeah, like it's stopping right here, but why? I don't know. I mean, I probably do have like something wrong with the train signals, most likely. I mean, it should stop here too. If this goes to pull out and this sees that it's here, that shouldn't pose a problem. But yeah, I mean, this should route right around. It'll do a loop and then come back through here. And I think what I'm going to need to do is probably make it wait like 30 seconds here. That way it could give me time to technically get on, because this is going to be pretty quick, honestly, once it stops me trying to get in here. But I did manage it, and voila, we have our train schedule. So yes, at the Blaze Rods, we want to set this to like at least 30 seconds. And perfect. Okay. So yeah, it made it back, and I believe that it will also go back and do the other section too. Like, this is perfect. I mean, how cool looking is this train all said and done? I mean, we're gonna probably add more stuff to it because we are going to want to receive packages too. And I don't know if you can have multiple post boxes connected, but I mean, we really don't even need to. We can just have the train look for another post box in some other area and then have Stam do the opposite, where the redstone gets sent to places where I need redstone. That's going to be perfect. Now, I tell you what, if you enjoyed today's episode, definitely be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and well, give this video a huge thumbs up. And don't forget to let me know what this train should be called. I would really love to know what your ideas are, and let me know if you enjoyed this train and if it looks familiar to you. Let me know maybe what game it might be from. But anyways, if you did enjoy, I look forward to seeing you. And with that being said, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that amazing thanks is going to go out to none other than The Perfect Game 2. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me and my content in one of the best ways possible by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting one of the best ways possible, just like I said. And guys, you know what we do after this. As always, thanks for watching.